Awesome. 6 days away from knee replacement surgery. One of the things that we're going to talk about today is about delegation. What are the systems that you have in place and who is going to be taking over when you, the principal, are not available? So let's talk about that today. All right. So yeah, let's talk about that. So you have to leave the business for any particular time. And whether it's for a medical or family or a vacation, who takes care of processes? A couple of things that you got to do, and I wrote a couple of them down. First of all, let people know. Well, we've been doing this series so that people know that I'm having this surgery. Okay, for example, so I'm going to be out for a couple of days, so people already know. But it is good for you to let people know, and maybe even invite them into the journey that you're going to be running. Listen, people are nosy; they want to know about other people's business. So maybe this is a good way for you to start building an audience. That's one. Okay. Then the other one is block your calendar far in advance so that you don't have to reschedule any events that people may put on your schedule. So that is critical to do. Okay, block your calendar. Now, I am not in favor of the auto reply emails out of office. Until such and such, please contact so and so. If I wrote you an email, if I sent you a message, it's because, I needed to communicate with you for a specific reason. So who is that person that's going to be handling your matters while you're gone? They should be getting your forwarded emails to them. Okay, there should be a person that you trust, because maybe some of the emails are going to be personal emails, and you should not have personal emails in business, but that does happen. And so you want to make sure that you take care of that. Okay, because put yourself in those shoes. Have you ever sent an email to somebody for some information that you needed to know, and you get a reply, I'm out of office until the 15th, contact so-and-so. It's a shocker. I might as well receive an email, hey, listen, thank you so much, I'm out of office, but I have already forwarded your request to so-and-so. They will be communicating with you. And that person should have rules on their emails that actually say, I just received this email, from you that was sent to so-and-so, I will be getting back to you as well. So they should be getting two emails, one from you, which is the auto response, I need to know that you're not going to be available, who's going to be taking care of it, and the auto response from the person has been assigned to, so that they can get back. So I should be receiving, if it's me, I should be receiving two emails immediately, back to back. I need to make sure that I'm being taken care of, and that you forgot about me, or that you no longer care about me because I'm out on vacation. Right? That's three. Now let me give you a couple more. I actually wrote them down over here. Okay, document your critical processes. Oh my God, listen. Think about this. What are those things that you do on a daily basis or periodically that only you are doing right now? So whoever's going to take over, do they know the passwords? Do they know what those critical steps are? Do they know what are the things that need to take place every morning? So what you want to do, one of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure that you actually keep track of what you do on those specific days that you're going to be gone. If it's every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, whatever that is, make sure that you can track it, because you need to be able to give that to somebody else. All right. Then the next thing that you got to do is, you document your critical processes, who's going to handle, create an SOP around that. And then what I was just talking about, define your communication rules before you leave. Who needs to report to who? People that report to you, you're no longer going to be available. Who will they be reporting to? Who's going to be making decisions in your absence? That's one. Okay. So I want you to keep those in mind, okay, and have them ready. So we discussed 5 different things to do. One of them is let people know, block your calendar, your forwarding of the auto emails, creating SOPs around the things that you do every day so that somebody else can follow up on your tracks. And then number 5 is communicate before you leave, exactly what I was mentioning about earlier. But this is more inside the office, who's going to be handling different things while you're gone. Anyhow, I want you to think about that today. If you are going to be gone for any period of time, who is going to assume the responsibilities? Who can people communicate with if it is not you? And how they're going to be able to track the communication of things that are happening while you're gone. I want you to think about that. I mean, go ahead and leave me below. Let me know, what are those things that you already have in place? For example, we have a coach that she had a family. Most of the coaches that I work with are, they people that are in the upper 40s and 50s, so they already have children. Most children are gone, and they don't have to worry about that. But I've worked with a couple of coaches that are on their early 30s that have children. And in those cases, one of the things that we've done is we make sure that we bought a life insurance policy from the business for the CEO, because he needs to be replaced if something happens, otherwise that business is going to die. So I want you to think about that. What will happen if you are actually permanently out of the picture? Who's going to take over your business? And because that search for the CEO is costly and it is expensive. So the company needs to have a policy for the CEO, so the company is the beneficiary, so they can use those funds to replace that individual so that there's continuity of the business. Anyhow, those are different things that we talk about inside our coaching program. But for right now, for you, if you're going to be gone for a couple of days, who's going to take over? How is the business going to continue? I want you to think about that. If you think of any other ones, go ahead, put it below. We'll make a big long list of this. All right? Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.